Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stunlight Media. Here are 10 celebs who hate being famous. Number 10, FKA Twigs. The 33-year-old FKA Twigs is a prolific artist. She can dance, sing, produce, and act, so it's no wonder she's garnered a considerable fan base since her debut album came out in 2014. But her success came with a price. She's famous and she's not liking it all that much. According to Evening Standard, she believes that people are not always around you for the right reasons when you're famous. While she's more than happy to talk about her art, she's not keen on opening up about her private life. Number 9, Sia. Sia is one of the most famous singers in the world, but most wouldn't recognize her if they passed her by the street. Her iconic black and white hair that she wears on stage hides her face. The fame and constant attention made her life harder to live. She struggled with depression and substance abuse as a consequence. The Chandelier singer is also an amazing songwriter. She's written songs for music giants such as Rihanna, Beyonce, and Katy Perry. Number 8, Megan Fox. In 2013, Megan Fox had an interview with Esquire in which she famously likened being famous to being bullied in high school, but worse since the bullying happens on a global scale. Megan Fox has been flaunting her new boyfriend, Machine Gun Kelly, on all of her social media accounts, so there must be a part of her that enjoys sharing moments of her private life with the world. After all, for every cyberbully out there, there's at least one person who thinks that she's one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood. Number 7, Vanessa Hudgens. All Vanessa Hudgens wanted to do was sing and dance, but since she was so successful at it, she became famous at the tender age of 16. According to People, she considers fame as a byproduct of her work rather than a goal itself. After the initial success, High School Musical, Vanessa kept on the down low for a while. She's had many projects since, but luckily for her, she was never talked about as she was still just a teenager. Number 6, Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe thinks he's bad at being famous. Exposure and attention mean nothing to him. He doesn't have Instagram, and he doesn't even know how to spend $110 million. The Harry Potter star became famous when he was just a boy, but he didn't let fame get to his head. It was hard though. If you're having a perception of your identity reflected back at you, where everyone else expects you to be a certain thing while you're still figuring out what you want to be, that can be really hard for people. Number 5, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford got his first job as an actor when he was 31 years old. He never imagined in his wildest dreams that he'd be as famous as he is today. The star of Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies is grateful for all the opportunities and fortune he amassed, but he's not all that excited about being famous. There's nothing good about being famous. You always think, if I'm successful, then I'll have opportunities. Number 4, Billie Eilish. The 19-year-old artist became a household name overnight after she released her debut EP, Don't Smile at Me, in 2017. She strikes fans as an introvert, so all the attention was all the more shocking for her. All of a sudden, she couldn't walk down the street anonymously, she couldn't visit most places, and on top of it all, she felt bad for hating it all so much. Of course, Billie Eilish hates being famous. She had to file a restraining order against an obsessed fan and had her privacy taken away from her. Number 3, Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is the black sheep of Hollywood. He thinks the workout culture has gone too far, doesn't care for popular music, and hates fame. He told Channel 4 News that fame feels like a prison of his own choosing. He is one of the celebs who nearly gave up on acting. It must have been all the more shocking to him to go from almost giving up on a career in the entertainment industry to everybody knowing his name overnight. It would definitely be easier to grapple with fame if it slowly increased as years went by. Number 2, Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence is just 30 years old, but she's already fed up with being famous. She already won an Academy Award and was nominated for 3 more. At a net worth of $130 million, she is one of the richest actresses in the world. The hard part of the job that comes with the territory is losing a lot of privacy and a lot of control over things that just out of human decency you should have control over, the Hunger Games star told Independent. Number 1, Johnny Depp. Even though he's been gracing since the 1980s, Johnny Depp is still not used to being famous. Quite on the contrary, he feels like a fugitive. According to Today, he said that everything has to be some sort of strategy to get you to the hotel, to get you out of the hotel, to get you into the restaurant, to get you out of the restaurant. Even though he hates being famous, he still loves his job, so he keeps on acting nonetheless. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.